Yo, what's good? It's your boy Ultimate Rage coming back with another video. So please, before I start, hit the like and subscribe button. Donate to your boy at $ the Ultimate Rage. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do some things, make some things happen. You know what I'm saying? So any and all support would be appreciated. But let's just get into it. Look, today we're gonna talk about how apparently Glenn Greenwald stepped down from the Intercept abruptly out of nowhere. And I've been following Glenn Greenwald for a while. I love his work and all the things he's been doing in media and down in Brazil, covering everything going on down there. And honestly, it trips me out. Like, because think about it. For those who don't know, Glenn Greenwald actually helped start the Intercept. And, you know, so it's like, imagine Bill Gates being like, you know what, Microsoft, I'm not really with none of that anymore. Like, even though I started it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't represent me anymore. That is crazy. It's crazy. Like, Glenn Greenwald started the company, and the reason why he cited that he left is because he said that the editor supposedly blocked him from releasing an article that was critical of Joe Biden. And of course, the Guardian says no, he was trying to post something that was unedited and had a bunch of errors, blah, blah, blah. Um, this is one of the reasons why I personally don't really follow too much political news like that anymore, at least from all the mainstream sources. Even though, of course, it's possible to avoid because you're always gonna get notifications, you're always gonna get news and stuff like that. But it's just like I take every news story with a grain of salt. This is the same thing that happened in 2016. Literally the same thing. Except I feel like in 2016 it was way worse because I mean there were so many different news sources that I had to stop rocking with, and even alternative news sources I had to stop rocking with. There's one site in particular that I like to call out called Alternate, and they like to pride themselves on being different, which is the reason why they call themselves Alternate. They think they're so different. Oh, we're gonna talk about the real stuff at least until it's election time, and then we gotta be team left all day, all the way. When Hillary was running for office, there was this little thing, I don't know if people know about it, but it was this thing called an FBI investigation, and Alternate did nothing to cover it. Why do I keep mentioning this website that none of you have ever heard of? Glad you asked. It's because, look, when I got into politics, I was a Democrat all the way. I was always MSNBC every single day. I'm talking about to the point where I had a little crush on Rachel Maddow, even though I know she's a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was so team Democrat. I was all in. I got a video on this channel of me meeting President Clinton and being super happy about it because I bought into all the Democratic rhetoric at the time. Like, you know, I'm from Chicago. I'm in Chicago. Chicago has always been run by Democrats since I've been alive, since the past 80 years. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I'm part of the team, but more and more I began to see that things weren't always as they seem. Because it's like, if we live in a democratically controlled city and basically state, then why are things so messed up? Why is Chicago looked at as a war zone? What kind of democratically run city is a war zone? You would think a city like Chicago would be like a shining beacon of progressivism or leftism or liberalism, whatever term you want to call it. You would think we would be super awesome. But see, the problem is there's only certain places that are awesome, certain neighborhoods that are awesome. And of course, you have downtown. When you think of Chicago, you only think of downtown and niggas getting shot. So it's just like in my neighborhood, Nothing. In fact, my neighborhood is called Auburn Gresham. People, in my little stretch where I stay at, they call it Killer Ward. Let that sink in. It's called Killer Ward. Killer Ward. So, it's just like Democrats do whatever they can to limit criticism at all costs. And the sad part is that people buy in to the point where they will dismiss any criticism. And I've realized, after studying philosophy in college where I earned my minor, most people aren't trained in logic. And so if you might have a certain principle, but you support a candidate that might not align with your principle, you might support said candidate anyway, just because this candidate is on your political affiliation, your political party, on your team, as they like to call it. So it's just like, because of that, if you have certain principles, your principles can be compromised because you're so loyal to this party. And then it's like, when you're going into politics, what is your goal? What is the end result that you're searching for? Are you searching to actually better the lives of Americans across the country, or are you in it for yourself? Are you in it just to further your career? Are you in it just to line your pockets, to secure a job after your term in office? Like, what are you doing? Are you actually like trying to help us, or are you just trying to raise money for your next reelection? Like, what's going on here? And so my whole thing is this. Going back to Glenn Greenwald, it really truly sucks because I somewhat know what that's like to be a part of a team and your own team just backstabs you for no reason. And, you know, you're the guy, you're the face, you're the person who's making it work. And you have to step away from your own project. You have to step away from your own company. It's kind of like Dr. Dre when, he started NWA. He wasn't cool with that. So he was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go do my own thing. And he helped start Death Row with Suge Knight. We all know what happened with that. Dr. Dre left that. He said, you know what? I don't even want my masters. I don't even want any money. I don't want a settlement. Suge, you can have everything. I'm out. And now look at Dr. Dre. Fucking billionaire, successful, got top artists who are still doing their thing today. I'm still a huge fan of Power. Power is, a direct link to Dr. Dre because Dr. Dre signed Eminem. Eminem signed 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? So boom, 50 Cent is the creator of Power. So look at that lineage that Dr. Dre has. So anyway, yeah, it's like, Glenn Greenwald is not a perfect person. I don't agree with every single thing he says or does. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with 100% of anything anybody does, and I'm sure the same goes the other way around. So, hopefully he's able to get something going. Hopefully he's able to build something for himself. But the overall point I'm trying to drive home is that when it comes to media, even people like me, look, I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. I try to do as much research as I can. I try to do as much in-depth analysis, and I try to, go over every point and be as meticulous as I can be within reason, but I'm not always going to be right. And nobody else is always going to get it right. So I need you all out there, keep your minds open. Don't just accept anything that anybody tells you. Always try to confirm information and sometimes even look at different sources. It's crazy how there's this blackout on a lot of different websites. A lot of people on the right are complaining about being shut down. And now look, I don't agree with the right at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I've said before, there are a couple things that are part of their principles that I agree with, but in terms of how they practice it, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm just not a fan. You know what I'm saying? I don't even pay much attention to right wing politics at all. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I'm always focused on the left, because this is the side I'm on. And I feel like we, as leftists, should hold our supposed representatives accountable to us. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, keep your minds open. Don't just accept any and everything that people tell you. Always cross reference data. Make sure that you're getting fact based evidence, that you're getting solidly backed up facts, that you're not just because a report comes from the CIA does not mean that it's true. It does not mean that Russia actually hacked the elections. Maybe there are a lot of different political factors at work that, influence elections in different ways. So, um, however you guys decide to vote, do what you will. I'm not voting for Biden at all, but I'm in a state where he's gonna win, so my vote really doesn't even matter either way. But the point is, I'm not concerned about who's president or not, because regardless, whoever it is not going to do everything that we need them to do. So we need to focus our efforts on how we can make this system better, how we can make life better. Like, there's no way that you all are going to sit here and tell me that this is the best that we can do. We got, quantum computing on the way. We got freaking fusion energy on the way. We got Starlink internet on the way. It's so many things on the horizon that are gonna completely change the way we live our lives. Superconductors coming soon. So at the end of the day, focus on constantly bettering yourself. Keep an open mind. Don't just take data at face value. Make sure you're cross-referencing data, and you know make sure that you're not only listening to one source for media, and that includes me. If you like what I have to say and all the things I'm trying to do, that's awesome. I appreciate you, every one of you who's watching this. I love you all, and that's all I got to say for today. I don't want to go too much longer, but make sure that you like and subscribe. Like I said, donate to your boy, $ The Ultimate Rage. That's simple. TheUltimaterage, baby. Let's go. Holla at your boy. OD9 coming very, very soon. The Manifesto of Theseus is on the way. Holla at your boy. OD9. Peace.